Four things to not reveal about ourselves, especially if we're older. Hi everybody and welcome back. There are certain things about ourselves that we should not reveal or share the details of, and if we do, we should do so very carefully and cautiously. Now, do you know what those things are? Now, of course, there's a lot of things that could make a list like that, but today I want to share with you my top four. And by the way, if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Ronnie. Thanks for stopping by. As we grow older, especially as we reach our upper 50s and 60s and beyond, life begins to change for us and we take on a different perspective. And that is, we've gained a lot of wisdom over the years through our life experiences. We have navigated our relationships and most importantly, have come to realize that some things are better left unsaid, right? For older adults, our privacy is more vital than ever before, and here's why. By keeping certain aspects of our lives private, we're able to preserve our peace of mind and maintain our autonomy. By keeping private things private, we continue to live our lives in dignity, even as we're growing older. And so here are my top four, and of course, these are only my personal opinions because they work well for me. But I'm interested in knowing what your opinions are, so leave me a comment down below. So here's four things that we should never reveal, or we should be very discreet about. Number one, your bank account, or how much money you have. Money is an important part of our lives. And it is also a very sensitive subject to talk about, right? Talking about money can change the complexion of a conversation with anyone in a moment's time. And so it's important that we keep our financial affairs private, or at least be discreet with them. And here's why. Money can be a source of tension in our relationships, even among our friends and family members. If you tell people what your bank account is or how much money you have, whether you're wealthy or whether you're struggling, it can lead to all sorts of assumptions about you as well as complications. For instance, if you're wealthy or have achieved financial independence in your older age, and you talk too much or talk constantly about your financial success, it can lead to jealousy or resentment from the very people that you like the most. Your friends and your relatives might start treating you differently. Things like trying to cover the expenses all the time, or to pick up the tab all the time, or just lending them money whenever they ask to borrow. On the other hand, if you're struggling financially in your older years, it can lead to assumptions about you. People can begin to pity you, or worse, assume that you have made poor life choices to get yourself into the situation that you're in right now. Keeping your money matters private is a good way to preserve your dignity in your older age. You see, your money does not define you. It doesn't matter whether you're rich, poor, or in between. Your money does not define you. What does define you is your character and your values, the way that you treat other people, as well as your lifetime of accumulated wisdom and life experiences. So let your bank account be your own business. The less that people know about your money, the more freedom that you have to live your own life your own way. Number two, another thing that we should carefully consider about not revealing to others are our family secrets. Now, no family is perfect, right? Mine is not, yours is not, nobody's family is perfect. And every family has got its own set of challenges. And the dynamics of the family become very complicated when you're talking about the relationship between husbands and wives and parents and children, siblings, brothers and sisters, spouses, or even extended family members. Family relationships can be filled with tension as well as conflict. And yet, these very same relationships often have within them a foundation of love and connection with one another. Therefore, not all of our family matters should be shared with outsiders. Some issues, such as disagreements or offenses, or even long-standing family conflicts, are best kept contained within the family unit. And here's why. Revealing family secrets to others can damage the trust between family members, and it can also invite unnecessary judgments or gossip from outsiders. So it is essential to protect the privacy of your family, even when the tensions are high. In fact, protecting your family's privacy is an act of loyalty as well as respect. It prevents outsiders from forming opinions or judgments based upon incomplete information. Furthermore, by keeping family secrets private, it gives you and your family the time and the space that you need to work through your issues privately. Keeping family secrets within the family, you create an environment where healing and reconciliation are possible. And those relationships are allowed to evolve and grow at their own pace without the interference of others. Number 3, a third thing that we should be very careful to not reveal to others, especially as we're growing older, are our health conditions, medical treatments, or medications. As we get older, certain health conditions begin to show up in our lives, and you might find yourself undergoing treatments or taking multiple medications. And it's important that we be discreet with that information and not reveal too much about ourselves in that regard to others. And here's why. Talking too much about your health conditions can lead to unsolicited advice, judgments, opinions, or even pity from others. People will begin to view you through the lens of your disease or your medical condition rather than seeing you as the person that you really are. Some people will even define you by your illness or your sickness. But you're more than that. You're actually a person who is filled with a lifetime of knowledge, experience, and wisdom, as well as a personality that is beyond your health struggles. By keeping your health issues and health treatments and medications private, you maintain control over your own narrative. You decide who knows what and how much they know. This protects your dignity and allows you to live your life as fully as possible without being reduced down to a sick person with a health condition in the eyes of others. Now let me share with you a personal example about myself. About 3 or 4 videos ago, and I'm not sure which video it was, but if any of you are interested, let me know. I'll find it and provide a link for it in the description block below. But about 3 or 4 videos ago, I shared with you that I had a health scare this past summer without going into all of the details. I use that as an example to communicate how uncertain life really is and how important it is for us to focus on our health, especially as we're growing older. So I shared that without going into details, but my immediate family knows the details, but no one else knows. Know why? Because I don't want to be defined by my health scare. I don't want to be defined by an ongoing medical situation in my life. Rather, I would rather be known as Ronnie, a guy who is a husband, a father, a grandfather, guitar player, retired, and loving every minute of his retirement. And I also want to be able to be known as somebody who offers help and encouragement to others right here on my channel. And then number 4, another thing that we should not reveal too much about are our emotional scars. Now, all of us have experienced emotional wounds or painful experiences from the past, right? Almost nobody is exempt. All of us have our scars. And it could be anything like from humiliation or embarrassment, abuse, abandonment, betrayal, divorce, or any number of other things. Now, these kind of experiences can leave us with deep emotional scars that last for years, decades. And holding on to these past experiences all the way up into our old age, and repeatedly talking about these painful experiences with others can prevent healing and keep the pain alive. In fact, the more that we talk about painful experiences from the past, the more that these painful experiences take on a whole new life of their own, and they just never go away. As we get older, it becomes more important than ever to let go of these past hurts, especially if we want to live our remaining years in peace. Holding on to our past grievances only weighs us down and making it harder for us to move forward with our lives. By keeping your painful experiences private, or at least mostly private, you give yourself the opportunity to process your feelings and heal in your own time without the added pressure of other people telling you what it is that you should be doing. By keeping these experiences to yourself, or mostly to yourself, you're giving yourself the space and the time that you need to grow and then move on. Well, that's all for now. Of course, there's a lot of other things that I could have added to this list, but these are my top 4, and these are just my opinions only. But I'm interested in knowing what your opinions are, so leave me a comment below in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you join our online community right here at A Resilient Life. Take care, that's all, and we'll see you next time.